Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, November the 1st. Sweet November is here. And at this time, I'm usually at work. I usually work 6 to 2, Monday through Friday. But today, I decided to use my last vacation day because of the weather forecast. We've been in the probably about 70 degrees, but we've been averaging all week. And I've been watching this cold front that's supposed to be moving through. Of course, weather can always change from day to day. But looked like it was definitely coming in, and it's definitely here. So I went ahead and decided to use my last vacation day. I still have 2.5 sick days I use before December 31st. And next Friday, November the 8th, is my anniversary. I'm not sure if I'm going to take all day off that day or half a day, but I'll be doing something with my wife that day. But originally got up this morning, got ready, drove down to another spot that I was going to hunt at this morning. There's a creek crossing to get to, a spot that I found this past summer. There were a lot of good sign. Put my camera in there, a lot of good does on camera. Didn't have any bucks, but I found a lot of old buck sign. And it's a pretty remote place. And I thought, man, I've been waiting for November to get here, and this kind of weather, and I mean, everything just lined up. But yesterday we had some extreme winds all day long, thunderstorms on and off all day long, just a tremendous amount of rain. It rained pretty much all day, and a lot of times it got extremely heavy. So got down there this morning and got out of the car, and I could hear the creek, which was a little unnormal. Uh, Not normal from when I was down there just a couple of days ago. So I got my flashlight and walked down to it. It was up quite a bit, and it was pretty swift. I probably still could have got across it, but there's some pretty slick rocks, and I didn't want to take a chance on falling down and getting wet on a 33-degree morning and end up having to go back home. Probably try to dry all my clothes off and get dried off, and then try to get back out here again. So I decided to come up on top of the mountain, which I was down at the bottom of the mountain at a different spot. So this is actually between this spot and the other spots, which one I was debating where to come to this morning. And I was actually wanting to go to the other spot, but with the creek being up as high as it was, I didn't want to take a chance. Um, I don't think we have any rain in the forecast for the next week or so, so definitely might be something I might try to get into next weekend. But with that being said, I am going to go ahead and get out of here and get dressed. It's almost 7 o'clock. We probably got about 30 minutes before daylight, but I ain't got about a 500-yard walk to the tree I'm going to be in this morning. And there is a 5-acre cornfield on the ridge behind me from where I'll be sitting up on the next ridge over. And I think actually found several. There's like 2 or 3 deer trails that intersect right here at this area that I'm going to be on. So basically, I'm going to try maybe, hopefully, something's over in that cornfield if this cold weather get them up and get them moving, and maybe catch something coming back to bedding. Uh, like I said, I pretty much got all day. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna stay out here. I might go see if my son wants to go out this evening. If he don't, I'll definitely be back out this evening. Just not sure where. So stay tuned. All right, guys. It is Friday afternoon. It's about 3:45. Just got off the four over here to my left, few yards away. I walk up the hill there to my stand. I'm gonna be hunting up on the top of the hill here. My feet are up on this end of the property. Um, he hadn't been hunting in almost 2 weeks. Last time he was up here was like a week or two ago, I think. My son was up here crossbow hunting. We only had a little button buck come in. Temperatures dropped pretty good yesterday. It was about 33 degrees this morning. It's about 45 right now. And they're supposed to get down to like right around that 29, 30 degree mark tonight. Did have something come up though. I'm not going to be able to hunt in the morning. But tomorrow afternoon, I'm definitely going out. And right now, I'm making plans on trying to get back in where I wanted to go this morning. But the creek was too high, I couldn't get across. So it should be, hopefully, be down a little bit by tomorrow afternoon. So, but tonight, I'm going to come up here, try to get my son to come with me. But he says it's too cold. I don't know. 50 or below, he don't go. I don't understand it. But especially with the cold it's supposed to be tonight, they should be moving in here pretty good. So feeder's set to go off 6 o'clock. Like I said, it's about a quarter to 4 right now. I've already got a preset ladder, a 20-foot ladder up here, already hung up in a tree. It's the same tree I shot my 7-point out of. So I don't need my sticks tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and get on up here on the hill and get in the stand, get everything settled in. I just pulled my chip from the down over the hill here. I'm gonna go up here and pull the chip out of this real quick. I'll be looking at it while I'm sitting up here waiting on something to come in. But I do plan to say I plan on hunting here tonight. Tomorrow evening, as of right now, I plan on hunting public land, and then Sunday morning, given a chance, I'm gonna try to hunt this staying down here because I got a couple hours I can hunt before church. But you know, time change is Saturday night tomorrow night, so I have to reset, come up here Sunday after church, reset my feeders and things like that. So guys, continue to thank you for watching, and keep listening for the shout outs toward the end of this video from my next YouTube person I follow. Thank you for watching.
I got a little buddy up here. He's a little button buck. He's one that always comes into the feeder after I leave. He was right over that little opening right there, standing there eating. I didn't realize it till I got on my steps up here. Stood right over and watched me. Last night he was at the feeder and watched me climb the tree stand, pack all my stuff up 25 yards away. One time he had nothing to worry about.
Get rid out of the sun. Alright guys, I am back in the tree again. I'm up here on private property where I was at last night. Had a really good encounter with two bucks that I would have shot either one of them last night. I was in another tree, probably about 25 yards from where I'm at now. And it was a 7-point, bigger than the one I shot before. And a really nice 6-point, and had a younger 6-point with them. They come up over the hill about 20 yards from where I'm at now. And when I saw them, I mean, they was making a beeline right to my tree. There's no way I could, if it was just one of them, I probably could have got shot off. But both of them, they was heading right toward me. And then they actually stopped within, the 7-point was probably about 5 feet of my tree, and the 6-point stopped within about 6 feet of my tree, or probably about 10 feet of my tree. And yeah, it's about 5:30, about a good hour for the feeder went off, about 45 minutes for the feeder went off. But they wasn't here for the food. They was cruising looking for does. And I've got them on camera. They're in here about every morning, every evening. And then they went down over the hill behind me, and the small 6-point went to the feeder. And I could have shot him, but I was hoping they'd come back up the hill. And about 15 minutes later, 2 does come out of the field and was heading toward the feeder. And one of them must have been coming in heat because that buck went over to her, and she took off running. He followed her on the neighbor's property. And I had a little button buck, which he is. He was right there beside me. Come in right about dark. He's my little buddy. I just made a video of him. I'm gonna post it when I get home. He come in last night. He's up here all the time. I don't know how many times me and my son's called in the stand, or I've called up here, and he's been right up here walking around. He don't pay me no attention at all. And he actually just watched me put my 3 hockey lipsticks on, climb up this tree, put my platform, my little Predator platform on, got my saw on my pack, cut off 2 little limbs right here around me, and tied in and got in my platform and hauled my bow up, and I looked over and he's standing there watching me eating 25 yards away. I just took a little video of him. I don't see him now. Oh, I see him over here. He's behind a tree right now. I would get some video of him, but I can barely see him. But I did make a little 2-minute video of him talking about him. He just don't have a care in the world, but I told him he's perfectly safe. I ain't gonna hurt him. Yeah, he's over here watching me now. But cute little fella. But anyway, I had some obligation this morning. I could have come out this morning, played for about 2 hours, and I'm kicking myself in the butt now that I didn't. And it was like 27 degrees this morning. And I know they was probably here this morning. I could have took them this morning. So like I said, I do have 2 archery tags left. One of them has to be a doe. And that's basically what I was up here looking for last night. But when them 2 bucks come in, and I'd be glad to take either one of them. Like I said, I've never been tagged out completely by the time gun season comes in. So I got 3 weeks. Comes in 3 weeks from Monday, I think, or 4 weeks from Monday. The 25th November is when it comes in this year. So anyway, I was kind of hoping my son was up here last night. He could have probably shot. He shoots with a crossbow. He could have had any one of them deer. There he comes. I'm gonna turn the camera around and let you see him. Right there beside that tree. Didn't have a care in the world. I mean, he was standing right back there. When I come up, he was just standing back there on them leaves back there. Cute little fella. Anyway, guys, there he is. He's coming in and gave him a little bite, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. What do you think about that? Hopefully that's other deer come up here and see him up here, maybe they'll be a little more calm come in. So tonight I'm either looking for one of those sitting there. I do have an 8-point that's on camera up here too, but he's completely nocturnal. He's not coming in tonight. So wow, I got another little unit coming into my right over here. Could be a good night for movement. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Hopefully something big shows up. Good morning, everyone. It is November 3rd. It's Sunday morning. It's about 8:40 in the morning. Did have that stupid time change last night. I absolutely hate that. Well, ain't nothing I can do about that. Anyway, this is the first Sunday that I've actually been able to hunt. Well, not really. First probably 2 or 3 Sundays this year, this season. I could have come out, just couldn't get my butt out of bed. But now it's November and the temperature's gotten really cold, so I'm going to hunt every chance I get. And anyway, we do go to church every Sunday morning. Church starts at 10. We're about 20 minutes away. And I'm just up on the hill from my house. Typically I ride the 4-wheeler up here, but on Sunday mornings I try to sneak up here, be a little bit quieter. I'm at the closest figure to my house. And plus when I walk up here, I'm able to take a shortcut up this steep hill right here behind me. It gets me right up here to my tree. Probably takes me about 15 minutes to walk once I cross the road to the property. Or typically it's only about a 5-minute 4-wheeler ride up here. But anyway, this is going to wrap up this weekend's hunt. I was up here Monday in a little oak tree about 25 yards from here. Seen several deer, but man, the wind just whipping each and every way. It hit me in the face, in the back, off to the side. Just did not have a steady wind. Got busted like 3 different times. So this morning I've had a perfect steady wind on me, blowing my scent right back down over the hill here, toward my house, toward the main road. And I said I got up here about 6:30, something like that. And then when I was climbing up in the tree, it was just light enough that I could see where I didn't need that lamp. And I had been in that tree about 10 minutes, and a yearling doe and a really small spike buck, probably about 3-inch spikes. He's probably last year's deer. They come in, they hung around for about 10 minutes, and then they took off. And then about 45 minutes later, I had another little really small yearling doe come in. She hung around for about 10 minutes, ate a little bit, and then she walked down over the hill beside me, and I got a little bit of footage of her. And but typically this is a pretty good spot. This is actually the first morning set I've been able to sit up on this, actually in this spot here. But between the wind and this tree, I'm not really too crazy about the tree I'm in. So after church today, we're gonna go home, and after lunch, I'm gonna come up here and I got screwing steps in this tree right here. I'm gonna move him to a different tree. This is the 3rd year I've actually been feeding in this spot right here, and it's a really good spot. Pretty close to another property, and it's really close to a good bedding area. So it's typically a pretty good spot for a deer. And I've had several deer on it. Like I said, the evenings I keep getting busted because of the wind, so I'm gonna move my steps over to a tree that I was typically where my portable stand was at the last couple of years, but I am hunting out of a saddle this year, so like I said, I'm gonna do that this evening, and then I'm gonna go to top the hill and move. I got a ladder, 20-foot aluminum stick ladder up there. I'm gonna move it to a different tree too, because it got busted in a tree. Now all the leaves are coming off, kind of sticking out a little bit more than what it used to. So I'm about to get in a little bit thicker cover. But anyway, today I'm gonna go ahead and give another shout out this weekend to another YouTuber that I watch, and I'll put the link to his one of his videos down at the bottom. He's a guy out of Pennsylvania. I've been following him very long. Title of his YouTube channel is Hunting Farmer. And like I said, I believe he's out of Pennsylvania, and does quite a bit of hunting, and I think he's on his description just some DIY stuff and a few other things. But he puts up, he runs a lot of trail cameras. I'm not sure how, if he runs them all year or not. I just watched one last night, but I think about it once a week though. He puts up some pretty cool trail camera pictures of or videos that he's took on his trail camera. So anyway, it's the Hunting Farmer, and like I said, I'll put a link to one of his videos, and go check him out. So guys, that's going to end up wrapping up my weekend hunt this weekend, and I'd made some other videos previous to today. I took Friday off work, hunted pretty much all day Friday except for about 3 hours. Didn't do much good. Should have probably got one Friday evening, just didn't work out. And then didn't get to hunt yesterday morning. Hunted yesterday evening back up in the same spot, and just nothing. And then this morning I thought really I'd do at least see something this morning, but just didn't happen that way. So I'm gonna get off the hill, get me a cup of coffee, and get me a biscuit before church, and get back up here and try to rearrange some of these steps and get back in here later this week. So guys, stay tuned. Maybe next weekend for some better footage, and maybe hopefully something on the ground. So have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.